The Briar Set is one of the most unsettling examples of storytelling through armor in Elden Ring. The armor combines features from different periods to create a distinct, menacing aesthetic. The helmet's conical shape and faceplate are frequently compared to historical Norman nasal helmets and Anglo-Saxon masked helmets, such as the famous Sutton Hoo helmet. These designs often featured pointed caps and protective plates covering the nose or the entire face to deflect blows. The core of the set features a heavy chainmail hauberk. This reflects the standard armor of the early and high Middle Ages, where mail provided flexible protection for the torso. The combination of mail with additional disparate pieces of plate armor, like the gauntlets, pauldrons, and greaves, mimics transitional armor styles seen in the 13th and 14th centuries. The Briar Set echoes these forms through its pointed contours and elaborate construction, but twists them into something far darker. Where historical armor used decorative lines to suggest elegance and authority, the Briar Set replaces refinement with aggression. The most striking feature is, of course, the briars themselves. Sharp metallic thorns erupt from the helmet, shoulders, gauntlets, and greaves, creating the impression that the armor is being consumed by a parasitic growth. Historically, thorns have carried powerful symbolic meanings throughout European culture. In Christian iconography, the crown of thorns represented suffering, punishment, and redemption through pain. Medieval art frequently associated thorn-covered plants with sin, exile, and spiritual torment. FromSoftware draws upon this visual language but strips away any notion of redemption. The briars covering the armor are not symbols of sacrifice. They are symbols of a man who has embraced violence so completely that even his armor has become an extension of it. This connection becomes clearer when examining the armor's owner. Elemer of the Briar was not a knight born into nobility or bound by ideals of honor. He was a foreign warrior from the long-vanished land of Eokide, a realm known for its solitary ascetics, who became infamous across the lands between as the bell-bearing hunter for his brutal murders of isolated merchants. When Elemer was finally captured, he was brought to the Shaded Castle to be executed by House Murray, an ancient lineage of imperial executioners. As a mark of his extreme guilt, winding rusted iron briars were tightly wrapped around his foreign iron armor, a visual brand that explicitly indicated a sentence of death. Historically, punishments often relied on public humiliation as much as physical suffering. Medieval iron collars, shackles, and penitential garments were intended to permanently mark individuals as criminals before society. The Briar Set reflects this tradition. Yet Elemer's story takes a definitive FromSoftware turn at the Executioner's block. Using the telekinetic battle arts of his Eokide homeland, Elemer snatched the legendary Executioner's blade right out of his captor's hands, slaughtered House Murray with their own weapon, and usurped the Shaded Castle. Instead of removing the rusted barbs of his shame, Elemer kept them. He chose to internalize his punishment until it became his defining feature. The mark of the condemned became the armor of a conqueror. Even the silhouette reinforces this idea. Most knightly armor in Elden Ring emphasizes protection and authority through broad shoulders and balanced proportions. The Briar Set feels different. The protruding thorns break the smooth lines of the armor and make the wearer appear hostile from every angle. There is no distinction between defense and offense. Simply touching the wearer becomes dangerous. This design choice mirrors Elemer's combat style, where he weaponizes his entire body, crashing into opponents during dodge rolls and turning his armor itself into an instrument of close-quarters attack. The helmet deserves particular attention. Unlike the regal visages of royal warriors, the Briar helm conceals nearly all traces of humanity beneath a cage of iron and thorns. The face disappears behind the punishment. The man beneath becomes secondary to the identity imposed upon him. This is a recurring theme in FromSoftware's character design. When a figure becomes consumed by a singular purpose, their visual identity begins to erase their humanity. In Elemer's case, that purpose is violence shaped by suffering. It is not simply a fantasy suit covered in spikes for visual intimidation. The armor communicates imprisonment, punishment, endurance, and ultimately corruption. It tells the story of a man who transformed a symbol of disgrace into a source of power. Long before the player learns his history, the armor reveals it through shape, symbolism, and silhouette.